Good evening, everyone. So until now, we've talked about money and about revenue. Now you're not going to love me because I'm going to talk about spending. But of course, when people come to the hotel, at the end of the day, you have to deliver a room and you have to deliver some service. So let's see how you do it. So behind this door, I'm sure you think there's a room, but it's not. Actually, it's a dream. It's an experience. Because when it comes to book for a room, in those days, people book for an experience. In the 70s, maybe they were booking for security. In the 80s, they were booking for a nice place. In the 90s, for TV. And later, for different things. But now, when people go to the hotel, they look for an experience. And that's why we have the rise of the smaller hotel with concept, because people would like to want to live a different experience from what they live at home. And that's why, for the team working at the hotel, making an exceptional service is the norm. And that's why you're all looking at TripAdvisor, because when people see a difference between the expectation and the result, they get very angry. And it's very, very hard on your shoulders. But what people don't want to know, and the guests don't want to know, is that just 1 hour before, they left the room exactly in a different order in what they wanted to find. So the room was messy. The room, they left the lamp broken. Maybe the battery of the TV set is off and they didn't tell it to you. They left some bottles under the bed. And then the next customer coming is going to be unhappy. And if you multiply this by, of course, big hotels, but you know what? Even for smaller hotels, like 90 or 60 rooms, you understand you've got a big problem. Because your team has on his shoulders to take care of the experience of the next customer, like if it was totally new hotel and totally new room. And so it's a constant challenge for your team. Because they're under the pressure of what I call the king guest. That guest that can change your reputation. You're doing everything to answer on TripAdvisor. You're trying everything to answer everywhere. But your most valuable asset is not your technology. Your most valuable asset is your team. You've got a team, it's there, and you've got to use it to create the experience. Not only technology, not only selling. And that's why with RoomChecking, we try to solve the guest issues even before they happen. We understand how hotel works, we understand the bottlenecks, we understand the issue, and we're going to provide your team and you how to prevent that. And how do we do that? The revolution now is that you've got PMS at the front office, and now we run a totally new system on floors. You have many teams: housekeeping, maintenance, runner, front office. You've got, of course, the concierge, different hotels, different kind of services. And all these services are working together. Yes. When the client checks out, your attendant on the floor doesn't know that. She has to wait on the floor. She has to knock on the door. Now, when the client checks out, we send it to her app, and so she can clean the room immediately. When the inspector, the supervisor, notes a problem to the maintenance, there's no update. You know, two different kind of thinking. An old man and a young woman, different kind of culture. So he's not updated. When a client lost something, he comes to the desk, we don't know if he lost it. I mean, it's too hard to manage. But yes, enchantment is when you say, look, we know you lost it and we found it. And here it is. What I love with hotels is that I'm a guest until I pay. Once I pay, I'm a customer and they forget about me. But no, this is where we get better. We give the real service. So the game changer is to be able to make the team work together with all the data to be shared. We do it this way. We developed 7 applications, one for each staff member. And so each staff member got exactly the right information in real time to make the job. Just imagine, a guest complained. Every team member knows that. So next time there is a maintenance in the room, maybe do the maintenance before. So the guest doesn't believe it's only on him. And what if the guest is leaving early? And you know what? The supervisor and the attendant knows that. So she's going to clean the room or prepare the room on time. That's enchantment. What if the guest has requested a baby bed and the baby bed is there? Because usually it's just an email. And what about if the guest required a twin or separate bed and do it on time? So we feel when we come in the room that you took care about me. I'm not just a number. I'm not just a credit card. You did it. That's enchantment. That's making the journey amazing. Not technology, but sharing data. We can do it only because we're connected to the PMS. And yes, I can join all the people who told it. Mews is really easing the way. I've developed personally 76 PMS connectivity, and I can tell you it's hell. But with Mews, it's just paradise. So you have here every staff member with the app. And what does it give? It gives really what we call autonomous staff. The staff has all the information to be able to do his job correctly and on time. No need to call the reception. No need to check into the Caldex. No need to check anything. They know everything. The organization of the hotel is really, I would take the word from Mews, is not nervous anymore. It's really streaming very flawless, no issue. And yes, you have a better guest experience because every information is done to everyone on time. You can even, for certain of hotels they can even rent the room multiple times per day because the order of cleaning is taken care. Or with the maintenance, we can analyze what kind of issue is going to happen. Or you can do all the preventative maintenance and also expect to understand what's happening in the hotel. And with the help of the 7 applications, our hotel, even the smallest, 60 room, produced over 1,000 events per month. 1,000 events per month to understand what's happening. Yes, maybe the baby bed or maybe any different guest requests should be more ready on the floors instead of moving them all the time. Maybe certain requests would be better to be fulfilled by buying it instead of lending it. Getting all the information that we got over time to time gets to understanding how your hotel works, per country, per culture, per period, per everything. That's what we call giving a true service. And what RoomChecking gives, much more over the communication, is all the new services that you can expect. Yes, you can plan the room cleaning. You can really know the productivity. You can understand where your attendants are, where is the team, what are they doing. And you know what? They can even tell you what they did and get credits about the good job they made. You get the real-time cleaning. So when a room is getting cleaned, if a customer comes to the front office, you can tell him, look, usually the check-in is at 3, but you know what? Your room is being cleaned now. You're going to give it to you. That's enchantment. The immediate communication. Yeah, there's a VIP. You can send the VIP to the inspector, to the supervisor in real time. Just came in. Of course, the room was not ready, but it is now. And we know that we have to give you a special treatment. And all this, all the data you collect through time, and it's not us, but your organization, is going to lead to better cost management because you're going to truly understand how the hotel works and make the right point to make it better. The maintenance can be a life changer because it can really take care about the breakdown, what's happening every day. That's easy. But also, all the reoccurring maintenance that you have to do, all the contracts, and cancel the contracts before they get renewed. You can also know everything about the preventative maintenance, like, that's happening too many times. So there's something happening. In Amsterdam, we have some hotels using it, Amsterdam ID, and they're using the preventative maintenance a lot because they know what's happening on different apartments that can be far from the other one and understand what's happening on certain assets. RoomChecking is managing lost and found, as I told before. Stocks. We've got some hotels that made so much money only on sheets. Why? And the linen. The linen is coming with some holes. Instead of just leaving it, people have been asking for money back from the provider. The audits is getting your hotel really up and working all the time. You can understand what's happening. You can gather data about a certain campaign. All your runners, people that you're hiring, can get the task that they have to do, and you understand the productivity and what they're doing, and then you understand what has been done and not done in the hotel. It needs to be done again. And we've got the glitches, which is coming from the very high-end luxury, where when people complain, all the team can take the complaint. You meet an attendant, you meet a runner, you meet the maintenance, you meet a manager. You can just note down the experience, like a condition of cleanness of the room or a bad attitude of the front office. And this remark, which could be positive too, like I'm happy, is going to be sent to the whole team, not only just for TripAdvisor, because I'm afraid of that guest. Everyone is going to be able to know what's happening. We also can connect application like QuickText or any other application where when customer make a request, instead leaving the request in just an email or just an app, it's going to be sent immediately to the right person that's going to do it. So you're going to be able to run your hotel with less resources and higher quality, which is something very important today. So really, room checking is solving the team communication in the hotel. It's really a new field that not that much hotel know, but is changing the hotel vision. We have today over 150 hotels. We sign with groups, and it's growing crazy fast right now with certain groups of small hotels to bigger hotels. And this is the main revolution that's happening today. In 2017, it's a new category that you've not really used to think about because there used to be some features of your PMS, but it's now a totally new word. And the main advantage of room checking is that you're going to see that a lot of calls are going to be cut down because, of course, you're going to send some text. And your team is going to be able to focus on really what matters instead of writing down on papers and just noting with Stabilo or whatever that there is a change, a room move, or whatever. The room are going to be ready on time and a lot less glitchy during the stay, thanks to all the information shared by everyone. And the communication with the guest is going to be improved because you're not going to deal with all the details, but really you're going to be freed by time with the guest. There is going to be a reduction into your OPEX. I mean, the cost of running the hotel through the maintenance and through the productivity done by given by the app. So today, as I told you, over 150 hotels all over Europe are using room checking, and it's really changing their way of working. From 40 rooms, 2 stars, to 5 stars, 500 rooms. Each one is benefiting from different sides of room checking, but at the end of the day, it's transforming the way they work. And it makes them positioned on the best place in TripAdvisor. I don't know if it's thanks to room checking that they are really best. Maybe it's because they're the best that they take room checking. But for them, and I wouldn't say because I don't know the truth, but it's true that all hotels that take care about their guests and take care about giving the right service to the guest that paid for it are the best on the comment platform. Thank you for listening to that, and I hope to have you on board to this new kind of application, room checking.